Hi guys, this is just a bit of a quick how-to video for new players, and especially for players that really want to just play the game casually, you know, make a lot of money, get the collectibles so that you can just move on with the game, move on with the story. It's not really for hardcore players that don't want to get all the sort of cheaty unlocks, but feel free to watch it anyway, because I do have a little bit of tips and suggestions to make life a little bit easier. First off, with accessibility, they will show this at the beginning of the game as a startup. So you have options like aim assist, target lock on, homing shots, all that stuff. Flight, I do recommend that you put the flight sensitivity and the aim sensitivity on high. I just find that it makes everything more maneuverable in space battles. So gameplay assistance, things that will be a lifesaver. Automatic health recovery. That means that you don't have to grab recovery hearts, and it just makes it easier because, quite honestly, you die a lot less. Fall recovery is also a big saver. You've got, basically, you can't lose points if you jump off of a platform in Coruscant, which the temptation is real, just saying. So, when it's disabled, you will lose studs when you fall. But if you turn this on, you don't lose studs. You get to keep basically all your money that you've earned in the game. Navigation assist is also very helpful. This will show up on a mini-map, which will help you in the long run. I personally just think they really help. I do like the subtitles as well, mostly for a thematic element. It makes it easier to follow the movie scenes, makes it easier. Personally, if you want to record them, it makes it easier for people to know what's going on in that. So, something I will say is that before you do anything else, like for example, if you want to start with Phantom Menace and do the prequel trilogy and go all the way through episode 9, or if you want to do them by release order and start with A New Hope, or for the truly bold among you, if you want to start with Force Awakens first, no matter which trilogy you want to start with, I recommend you start with Force Awakens and complete up to, I think, either the second or third mission, maybe even fourth, called Scraps for Scraps. And the reason for that is because when you go into free play mode and wander around, there are a bunch of places you need to get to that you can only get to with a scavenger's abilities. And these abilities, the quickest way to unlock them is to play up to that one specific mission in Force Awakens, because, quite frankly, this unlocks a lot of options for you right off the bat. Literally the third place you go to if you do Phantom Menace is Gungan City, and let's just say that there's a lot of scavenger abilities you need to use there. So, the reason you want to grab a scavenger, these are the abilities: a glider, a net launcher, and a breaker blaster, which only unlock after you get to use them, and the quickest way you use them is as Rey in Force Awakens. You also unlock, when you do this, an astromech droid. You get BB-8, which, by the way, I mean, look at this, guys. He's absolutely adorable. It's one of my favorite characters to see running around, just because it's kind of cute. But I do recommend getting the deluxe. It unlocks character classes faster. You don't have to. You especially don't have to get it if you unlock characters using this right here, the enter code button. So enter code will look like this. There's a list of currently 20 codes to unlock characters, ships, and so on, such as Darth Vader Holiday Special. It unlocks the Emperor, it unlocks the C-3PO Holiday Special. It unlocks a lot of characters right off the bat, which really help with completing free play. I highly recommend that. I have a video with all of those unlocks that I will post a link to in the description if you want to go looking. It should also just be in the general playlist that these videos will be in. So, before I get into core upgrades and data cards and all that, I want to talk about level challenges. So there are replayable episodes, replayable missions in each episode. So level challenges are like these. So there's 3 in each one. Completing all of these will give you a Kyber brick. You can get 6 Kyber bricks per mission. And sometimes it's really hard to tell what these level challenges are. You don't actually know what they are until you complete them or you buy a rumor. And if you don't want to pay money to buy these rumors, I highly suggest you just go onto the internet and look for them. There are very kind people who have kindly played this game through and put out the information so that you can find it. IGN, and there are other less official websites out there that do the same thing. If you are strapped for cash and need it quickly to buy something, I recommend replaying the Boonta Eve Classic. It's very easy to get studs there. All you have to do is crash into a bunch of rock formations and hit the speed boosts, and you can get, without any stud multipliers, if you know what you're doing and have it down to a science, you can get around 100k studs, just even without stud multipliers. So it's just a really helpful level to replay to get the money you want. So I'm going to go into the abilities now, the core upgrades. So the Kyber bricks that you collect in free play as a collectible will help you buy unlocks. So for example, counter cash. I have 2 of the 3 unlocked. I need 15 Kyber bricks to buy the 3rd upgrade along with studs. As you can see, I only have 4 right now, but you know. What you really want is the collectible detector and the attract studs. So attracting studs, you know, level 1 is from a small distance away, level 2 is medium, level 3 is large. This saves you time and effort. You don't have to hunt down these studs as much, you don't have to run through them, they'll come to you. It's basically the same premise that Complete Saga has with their stud magnet. Collectible detector, you have to upgrade this all the way, because you only get mini kits and ships with level 1. With level 2, it adds the Kyber bricks, and only at level 3 do you get data cards. Now this is especially important, so the data cards unlock the good stuff. And I know many people will want to get these stud multipliers first. Don't. Go all the way to the bottom and grab the Universal Translator. It requires 1 data card and 500k studs. Without this Universal Translator, you will have to switch to a protocol droid every single time your character speaks to an NPC that doesn't speak a language you can understand. And that happens a lot more often than you actually understanding what's being said. A Universal Translator means that you can understand every single person you talk to. Then you go to the stud multipliers. You want to do these sequentially, because studs times 2 is 1,000,000, studs times 4 is 2,000,000, studs times 6 is 8, times 8 is 48, times 10 is 384, but these stack. So studs times 2 and stud times 4. As you can see at the top of my screen underneath my stud count, it has a times 8. I only have studs times 2 and studs times 4 unlocked. They multiplied together and I now have a studs times 8. So the points can rack up very quickly. Everything else is pretty much thematic, like the Super Gonk Droid, the Baguette lightsabers. That's all thematic. That's up to you what you want to buy there. But get the Universal Translator first, and then go for the stud multipliers. You can, again, replay any episode from the episode you have done. Again, Boonta Eve Classic is really helpful. So for example, it says 6 of 6 Kyber bricks. If you heard a really loud noise, someone just went down my street on a Harley Davidson and decided to rev it as far as it could go and disturb everyone's peace. So as you can see, for each of these replayable levels, you have 6 Kyber bricks you can earn. And if I go back to level challenges, for example, so you have 3 level challenges you get, that earns you a Kyber brick. You want to get True Jedi, because there are 3 levels of studs you collect throughout the game. Silver, blue, and purple. And each level you complete of that will give you a Kyber brick, so you can get 3 Kyber bricks from achieving True Jedi. You want to get all of the mini kits, because not only does that unlock what are called micro ships, which are actually really cute and you can ride around on them, it also gives you a Kyber brick. So it's just really important to have those Kyber bricks, again, because that unlocks all of your upgrades. Again, with your upgrades, there are the class upgrades, which until you get like these big ones, I personally, again, this is a personal opinion, think that you should do the core stuff first and get that out of the way, because that applies to everyone. However, there are terminals that you access throughout the game as a hero. So there's a hero terminal, there's a villain terminal, and there's an astromech terminal. There's also a protocol droid terminal, but you can't get an unlock for this. What this does is when you get these upgrades, this means that you can skip these terminals if you don't want to do them. And if you do them, completing them will actually give you money. So after you get those big core upgrades, again, just going as fast as you can to get one of each of these 3, get this, and then fully upgrade these 2. I do recommend getting these terminal unlocks, and then, again, personally, I prefer to get the core upgrades first. I think that's just more helpful. Because especially if you go lower down, you have ranged and melee power attack, as well as health recovery and extra health. That applies to all classes, not just the one that you have upgraded on its own. So again, I just think it's more helpful. So with these characters, again, each of them has a specific ability. You'll learn that you really want to have 2 of a certain type of character together if you're doing free play, but you really want those scavenger unlocks. I think a parting shot I'll use, I'll go to Jakku real quick for the map. When you look at the map, it shows you the different villages you can go to, but it also shows you space. And for example, with Jakku, you've got a race in here. Outside every planet in space, there is also a Kyber comet, which has 5 Kyber bricks in it. And you shoot the comet, and you get the Kyber bricks. There are also golden asteroids where you do the same thing. You get a bunch of studs. Specifically for Jakku, I think it was either 2 character unlocks and a ship unlock, or a ship unlock and a character unlock, but you can actually unlock players and ships in this area by completing missions. By completing battles, space battles that are done out here. And I think the last thing I want to talk about is these puzzles. These are your Kyber bricks. They will help you find your Kyber bricks. These are rumors you've unlocked. I personally don't bother going to look for rumors or buying them unless I really can't find them, because with the detector that you get as an unlock, it usually just shows up on your map and you can go straight to it. Trials, it's like, yeah, scramble run, and it gave me a character to unlock in Jakku Space. Naboo, I got Gungan Grapple, that gave me a Kyber Brick, little side missions, basically. But for these challenges, these go all throughout space, like Space Chaser, you will destroy golden ships around the galaxy. You have to do those in space. But the Wandering Wookiee, you will find him at all the locations you go to. And, quite honestly, the best way to look for him is to go to your mini-map. You will see a little speech bubble icon. It's blue, and in the center is a white eye. It's basically an information bubble, and so you'll click on that and you will find him. I mean, in general, just take your time to learn the game. The collectibles, you know, you kind of fall into a groove, kind of like when you do Complete Saga or the two separate trilogies. But in general, I do just find it a lot of fun. I started with Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy on the PS2. I flew through that and nabbed up Lego Star Wars, the original game, for the PS2 as well. This is going to date me a little bit, but when I was a little kid, Blockbusters were still around and I would rent them until my family bought it. But, so I've been playing these a while. Once I got past those and our PS2 died, we got a second-hand Wii, and I played the Complete Saga. And, quite honestly, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, it meets every single one of my expectations for nostalgia, gameplay, just as a longtime fan. It even exceeds some of them, and I find it really fun to play, and I hope you guys do too. And I hope this helps you guys play it a little bit more easily. So, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of my videos that I do on this game, and happy gaming.